You guys out there, if you're in business, you're trying to find out what does a gun salesman do? Why are they the best? What do they do all the time? Well, I'm going to ask him the question. And you're going to get the opportunity to hear what the best 8th Dan black belt salesman. I'm here with my mate, Johnny Rocker. Now, I'm not going to make any bones about it. I'm a fan of Johnny Rocker. I've known him for a long, long, long time. In my opinion, the two best salesmen that I've ever met in my life are right here in this country. His name is John McGrath. Everyone knows who he is, McGrath Real Estate. The second guy, he's not second place, he's equal first place, is this bloke here, Johnny Rocker. We're at Sydney City Toyota, and he's one of the dealer principals here. So this is his shop, okay? And I think Sydney City Toyota is probably, is it the largest Toyota sales?
One of the largest in the country.
One of the largest in the country, and of course Toyota is one of the best selling cars in Australia. But this guy is the gun salesman. So I embarrassed him at my masterclass in Sydney. I actually called him out, and he is a gun salesman. So mate, what do you do? Tell me, what do you do? No, but it's the truth, I believe that.
Silver bullet. It's hard work. There's a process that I've developed called evolution. And evolution is just call it a road to the sale. But you can have a road to the sale, if you don't follow it and take shortcuts, then you never get to the sale. So I say to my guys, there are 3 rules. Evolution must be followed. Consistency, every single time, which is easier said than done.
Do the same thing over and over and over again.
And then I talk about 2 pillars of selling. One is to the person that walks in the door, the brand new customer that walks in the door. But the second pillar is the people you've already sold a car to. So it costs you more money to get a new customer, but it costs you less to get your current customers into another car. So nurture them, look after them, give them all the service they need, call them and tell them they need a new car, and that will lift your sales dramatically.
And what does evolution stand for? But by the way, there's a little book here called The Evolution Book. Who carries this around with them, mate?
So every single person in the dealership, even if they don't sell cars, they carry the Evolution Book. So we induct all of our new recruits. I do it myself, so I'll present for 4 hours going through Evolution. We role play it, we do it. We spend 4 hours in the dealership doing it. I even get my suppliers to go through Evolution, so they understand the culture of the business as well. So outside influences, very important for the business.
Can you explain what each letter stands for?
Yeah, so let's go through it. So evolution is basically, we go from the expectation, what do people expect when they walk in here? And how do we put ourselves in the shoe of the consumer? Nobody wants to walk into a car dealership. They're all threatened by it, they don't feel comfortable, they think we're sharks and we're not going to look after them, which is a complete bullshit. We're the opposite. Well, we are here anyway. So what we try and do is put ourselves in the customer's shoes. What are their expectations? What have they been thinking about? Where do they get their money? Who do they need to talk to before they walk in the door? So when they do, our perception of them is very different to most dealers. So we put ourselves in the customer's shoes. Then we take them through the
That's E. That's E.
That's E. That's expectation.
Yep.
What is the expectation of the customer, and how do we meet that expectation? Then we just go simply through the book. So versatility.
V.
Versatility is, we don't grab everybody and say, righto, here's a Land Cruiser, I'm going to take you through 16 different steps of the car and I want to show you what I want to show you. I'll say, what do you like in your current car? What don't you like? And then I'll tailor make it versatile. That presentation is what Mark wants, not what I want.
Yeah.
So that's versatility.
So you don't waste my time?
Exactly. Show what you want to see, not what I want to show you.
100%. What's O?
Okay. Optimise. So
right.
Optimise is make the most of what you have as tools or environments to sell the car, because let's cut to the chase. We're here to sell cars.
Yep.
Show them. It's not a showroom, it's a sales environment. So what we want to do is optimise all the tools we've got. We want to tell our customers we can supply them with finance, insurance, test drive, very important. You can't just come in and look at the car, you've got to drive it as well.
Service, etc.
Service, after service.
What's the full suite?
Exactly.
L.
Learning.
The
product. So rather than talk about the product, we want our customers to experience it. So rather than just taking them for a drive around the block, I might throw the keys to you and say, mate, you're a valuable customer, you love the car. Rather than driving it around the block, take the car for a day, drive it in your environment. I don't need to be in the car with you. If it's the wrong car, we'll try something else. So that's learning the product. from a customer perspective.
Yeah, my learning, and me as the customer, I learn
As
about.
the customer, so I'm not in the car taking you around the block for a short test
Yeah,
drive
yeah,
and then
yeah.
asking you for $80,000.
Yeah, totally. It's all bullshit. I get you 100% because
Yeah.
I actually quite like it because I've done that with you. I've actually taken the car home for a weekend and I've actually experienced the car, so I learned about the car.
That's it.
Evo, what's you?
Okay. Understanding.
Right.
So when you come back, my expectation from you as a customer is that you actually understand everything that I've explained to you. Because in any seminar that you do, anything that we go, we take about 10% of it and forget the rest. So the understanding is, right, what is it you liked about the car? What is it you didn't like about the car? And if it's the wrong bloody car, you might not tell me. You might just be polite as a customer and say, that was terrific, thanks very much, I'll think about it. What are you thinking about?
Yeah, and that actually gives you a bit of data too. So you're gathering data here.
Yeah.
T,
Transaction. So we're not here
closed.
close the sale. They're not here to buy a paper cup.
Yeah,
People, they're time poor. I say to my guys, if people are walking in the door, they've all done all their research, they know about the car, they know about us in most cases. Transact, ask for the business.
yeah. Don't be afraid to. And that's a hard thing, by the way.
It is a hard thing,
asking
but-
for the deal.
I'll tell you what makes it easy. Don't take the bloody shortcut. If you do it well, then you should be asking for the business because you deserve it.
Especially if you've done the 6 steps you've just done.
Exactly.
What is evolution? What's I stand for?
Okay, initiate. So initiate is the paperwork. A lot of people go through paperwork. They'll sign a bunch of documents. They'll be given a bunch of numbers. Don't understand it. So what we do is we go through it step by step. And then we also give them a list of what they need to bring in before they pick up the car.
Right.
So initiate is basically the paperwork and the understanding of that, because that confuses people.
It's scary.
Mate, if you look at our contract, it's 5 pages.
I know, it's scary.
Nobody reads it.
Yeah.
We actually take the customer through it, and then what happens, we get less fallover. So customers, they get buyer's remorse or they're confused. They'll go home in the heat of the battle, they'll go home and think, shit, I just bought a car. I don't think I wanted to buy a car, or we don't understand what we've done.
Yeah.
So we make sure before they walk out of here, they've got a checklist of what they need to bring when they pick up the car and what they've actually gone through.
O is
So ownership.
Ownership.
So we talk about what's going to happen the day they come in to pick up the car. We talk about what they need to bring in, spare keys, logbooks, rego papers. We set up a time that's easy for them. So if they can't come to us to pick up the car, we'll take it to them.
and N, the last letter.
Nurture, the most important part. So you've done all the work, you've delivered the car, then you forget them for 5 years, right? Then they wonder, why didn't you come back to me and buy another car?
Yeah.
You've spent copious times looking after them. We nurture them through the relationship. So for the next 3 years, we'll call you, we'll invite you to functions, we'll make sure you service on time. If you've got any questions, we do a second delivery. So on delivery day, we take people through the car and they go, yeah, terrific, I'm really nervous, I'm really excited. Thanks for the information, see you later. We then say, okay, let's book a second appointment because you're going to get 90% of what I just told you on this car. You're going to forget.
And how important is it, once you've sold the car, how important is it for you to just keep repeating the 10 steps in your evolution? I mean, you're saying do it every time, the same time, every time.
So we train on this weekly.
Right.
Every week we'll look at evolution and say we're shit at L. I wasn't happy with L this week and I wasn't happy with N. So this week we're going to train on L, and every Wednesday night we'll have a pizza night and we train L. We role play it, we get customer feedback, we read customer feedback.
Do you video people doing it?
Sometimes
Yeah,
we do,
that's great.
Yes.
I love that, role-playing video. I remember I interviewed a guy called Matt Lancashire, and he was the #1 real estate agent for Ray White in Queensland. And Matt told me exactly that. They actually role-play getting a vendor to sign up with them, not the buyer, but the vendor, because you need stock. And they actually role-play their staff once a week.
Yeah.
And how you go about calling someone to sign them up as a vendor, so you got stock so you can sell to a buyer.
That's it.
That role-playing is really important.
Yeah.
And everyone sits back and looks at each other's role-play.
And look, you get nervous doing it, and
Yeah,
salespeople do, but we have a lot of fun with it as well. We
Yeah,
have a bit of
yeah.
a laugh,
Totally.
take the mickey out of a salesperson
Yeah.
and say, mate, that was shit, let's
Yeah,
do it again.
100%. And you can have a pizza and a beer or whatever and have a
Yeah.
laugh.
But the key is, I say to my guys, the reason we train is I don't want you to train on my customer, I want you to train here
Yeah.
to prevent that from happening.
You guys have just heard it. That's gold. Now, I'm going to go and see my new car. Come along and have a look. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.
Okay, this is my new car. I know what colour it is, but I haven't seen it yet. What am I getting here, Johnny?
This is a Rugged X.
Hilux
This is
Rugged X.
Again, top of the range when it comes to Hilux product. You've been driving the City Slicker version.
Yeah.
This is the City Slicker combined with a Countryman as well.
Okay.
Right? So you'll notice there's a little bit of a peak there on the
Yeah,
left.
I can see that.
That's your snorkel. This thing will drive through water.
Right.
So let's have a look.
Well, how do we do this? We'll do it together.
Rip her off.
Wow. That's cool. I love it. The Hilux, which I bought my first Hilux about 40 years ago, and I've still got it. It's got 395,000 kilometres on it or something like that. It was a lot different to this car. But by the way, it still starts first time every time. And we still have it on the farm when I still drive it around. But this one's a luxury. Inside, these cars are as luxurious as any other car on the street. Right, mate. See you, Johnny. Thanks, mate. See you, Jake. Well, I've had Hiluxes for a long, long time. My Hilux up at my farm's 40 years old. I still got that one up there. The blue Hilux, Johnny's from Sydney Toyota's taken it back, and he's put me in one of these ones, a black one, and this is the new Rugged X. It's a pretty cool car, pretty much the same on the inside, but it's probably better designed to be driving around my farm, so it's got a snorkel and all that sort of stuff. So if we eventually get some rain up there, which I'm hoping for, this will be a much better car to be driving, and it's my favourite colour, black.